everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Letty and this is Letty Sparkle. I'm a 35-year-old crazy makeup person from England. I love all things makeup, so if you like makeup as well, then please don't forget to hit the notification bell and so don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I'm posting. And I always point this way, but actually I always put it here, so yeah, subscribe down below. Anyway, in today's video we're just going to be doing kind of a chatty get ready with me. That's why I've got no makeup on today, and just give you like a little update on what's going on in my life and things like that really. So yeah, so without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so I've already moisturised my face, so I'm just going to go straight in with primer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have used this in the First Impressions video, I've not used it since. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I assumed there would be like a little spatula with this, but there isn't. So, and by a little I mean quite a lot apparently. So I've broken out, I've been a little bit stressed recently. So I have broken out, and I think it's that lady time of the month, so I think that's probably not helping. I don't actually get lady time of the month because I'm on the contraceptive injection, but every now and again when it's coming towards the end of the 3 months I kind of get the hormones still. I kind of get the mood swings and the breakouts and stuff. I normally used to get like 1 or 2 spots, nothing major. But so I am feeling a little bit down in the dumps today. Yeah, just having an off day really. I'm not going to talk about it because I'll start crying, so let's just move straight along. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just feeling really crap today. I'm having a really awful day, but let's move on. Just going to go in with my brows quickly. I'll probably fast forward this bit because this bit's boring and I'm not going to do a lot to them. I'm not going to do anything fancy today. I'm just going to do a quick makeup look and be done with it really. And today I'm using the Rimmel, this is a Rimmel, I don't even know what it is. It's like a little eye, it's very old, but it's very good. I used the wax bit there and I really like it. It's very affordable and it kind of matches up with my Anastasia Beverly Hills and I really like it. So I'm just going to apply that. Okay, so that's kind of how they're looking. I will just set them in place with some clear brow gel. This is from Modern Care. I'm just trying to kind of spice things up and use products that I've not used in a while, instead of using the same old things that I always use. Yeah, so I'm a bit sad because my Instagram was deactivated yesterday. I've just appealed for it, so I've just had an email from them. I had to send an email back with like a photo of myself holding a piece of paper with this code. So fingers crossed it gets activated again, because that's like, I've really put a lot of effort in over the last couple of years to grow it, and I've got 2,200 followers on there. And I hope I haven't lost them all. I think that's the main reason why I'm so down in the dumps about it. And don't get me wrong, I know it sounds really silly and really like first world problems, like an Instagram page and there's actual people with real life problems, and I get it, and I'm not in any way saying that this is life threatening or life changing or anything, but it's something that I've worked really hard for. And it is depressing when it gets taken away. And I'm kind of like, what's the point? What's the point in doing all this? I mean, I love it and I enjoy it. But the dream is that this could one day be my like job. Like that's the dream. I would love to like review makeup for a living and to do makeup looks for a living. And no, I'm not the most creative of people, but I'm a mum and I'm a busy person, and I quite often do looks that don't take very long and things like that. So I do think that it's my dream, and I said I wasn't going to cry. So. But yes, anyway, so I'm not going to cry, I'm just going to move on and stop talking. So, October generally is a hard month for me, like a bit of story time, a bit of background. So, for those of you who don't know, the October month is Baby Loss Awareness Month. So, I experienced it myself. I have gone through a miscarriage and an ectopic pregnancy, and it happened a long time ago. It happened before Cody. Cody's now 5. So I'm very, very lucky. I've got 2 healthy children. I've got my rainbow baby, and you know, I'm very extremely lucky and very, very happy, and I'm very blessed, and I know all of that. Having said that, going through what I went through, for me, I've had a very good life. I'm very, very lucky. So that was by far the worst thing I've ever gone through. So when it comes up to the date of when the baby was due, which was tomorrow, I do think about it and I get a bit upset about it still. But I talk about it with my husband and we kind of move on, and that's that done. So yeah, I think that's partly why, again, I'm feeling a bit emotional today. Feel a little bit down in the dumps, but I'll put a little bit of makeup on. Makeup is my therapy. This is how I get through things. I started my channel after having Cody, so it's my therapy. It's how I deal with, you know, like everyday life and stuff. And people go running, people go to the gym, people play games, football, whatever works for you works for you. This is how I do my therapy. Some people cook, some people bake. I do makeup. I make myself feel pretty and look pretty, and that's how I feel good about myself. And it's not to feel good about myself externally, it is more about internally. It's kind of how I fight all my demons and how I get through things. But yeah, that's my little... Okay, I keep talking, I'm not doing any makeup, so let's just get on with it. So yeah, I had thought about doing like an actual like baby loss story, but I don't know if you want to hear it, so I just tried to incorporate a little bit of it in this, because it's obviously sad and it's a very taboo subject. I'm one of those people that, for me, it helps me to talk about things. I don't like bottling things up, but I know that doesn't work for everybody. And obviously being something that people go through way more than anyone imagines. After I went through it, I spoke to loads of my friends, people that I knew, and they'd all, most of them had been through it. And I was just like, wow, like nobody talks about it. And I do understand why people don't talk about it, but for me, I find that it helps. I don't mind talking about things. I think that it helps with my grieving process. I think it helps to talk things through. Darren doesn't like talking. He kind of likes to just get on with things, which is fine. But I'm more of a talker, so I prefer to talk things out, get it out in the open, because I think when I'm talking about it, I'm kind of getting it all out. And with the baby, I didn't talk about it because I kind of felt that nobody wanted to hear about it, because it was such a traumatic thing that happened to us as a family. Because it's not just you that loses the baby. Obviously Darren's lost the baby, Elsie's lost her little brother or sister, my parents lost another grandchild, his parents, you know, it's the knock-on effect of losing a child. And obviously we only lost babies, you know, they weren't stillborn. I couldn't even fathom that. You know, I was very early on in pregnancy that I lost mine. One of them nearly killed me, but you know, that's a different story. My ectopic pregnancy ruptured, so I was taken into hospital and operated on as a matter of urgency, because I was internally bleeding, so I could have died. Well, it ruptured, so I don't know how that works. I don't really like to look at it, but yeah, so that kind of happened. But you know, like even talking about it now, I feel already better, and I feel like, you know, the tears aren't going to come now because I'm already spilling it. But yeah, everyone is different, and you know, if you have been through it, I send you my love, and I wish I can give you a hug. Ours happened kind of back to back, so I had my ectopic first. We decided we wanted to have a second child, kind of planned it all. It took me a few months to get like my body back to a period and things like that after the injection. so that kind of didn't help. And then when I got pregnant in January, and I had a little bit of bleeding. I never had bleeding with Elsie, so we went to the doctors. They were like, it was too early to tell really, we need to come back and do like an actual, what's the word, like a scan at 6 weeks. So we had to wait, I'm just covering my little spots up. We had to wait 6 weeks. I was 3 weeks pregnant when I found out. So we went for a scan, there was nothing there. So she was like, I'm really sorry, there's no heartbeat, there's no nothing. So we just thought we'd miscarried. And that's kind of how we, just lighten this up, sorry, it's very dark in here today. So we, it was very light actually. I'm going to put a lot on because it's very, very light. I might mix in a little bit of the Yellow Pro just because it's a bit more yellow toned and a bit darker. But yeah, so as I was saying, and then yeah, so we were then told, you know, these are the symptoms for an atopic, just keep in mind that. I had a couple of weeks off work. I actually did my acrylic nail course during that time. I'd already been booked in, so I didn't want to like not do it because I just thought it would help me keep myself busy, not think about it and stuff, and just try and get on with life. I then found out, and then I went back to work. My first day back at work was a Saturday. And I had my lunch, I was fine, and then I just felt very, very, very unwell. The girls that were working with me were like, back then I used to work in the office, were like, oh my god, Letty, like, you've lost all the colour in your face, like, you don't look right. And one of my colleagues, Joy, was like, she's just had a miscarriage, it could be an atopic, we need to get her to hospital. So one of the managers at my work took me to the hospital, to A&E and Paul. Darren was actually close by with his mum and dad, and Elsie, they'd gone to the park, so he actually ran, bless him, to the hospital, and then his parents came and met him there. I thought I had indigestion. I not for once, for 1 second, thought it was an atopic. I just thought it was an indigestion. Bit of coffee. Oh, it's really cold. Yeah, so I thought I had indigestion. Just, you know, because I'd eaten my lunch really quickly. I scarf it down like usual. And yeah, that was it really. And then the doctors examined me and stuff. I went straight to A&E, like I went straight in. I didn't have to wait or anything in the waiting area. They literally saw me, examined me, and I pretty much went straight in. So I was like, oh, okay, I've never had this before. I know you normally have to wait ages, don't you, to go and see a doctor. So I went straight in, they hooked me up to these machines, and then a surgeon came out. As soon as I saw her in her little scrubs, I was like, oh, okay, this is maybe not indigestion. She was like, yeah, you've got an atopic pregnancy, we need to get it out because we think it's burst. We won't know until we get there what's happened, and you might need to lose a fallopian tube, you may lose a night ovary, we don't know where it is. So we need to find it. So that was that really. So I was stayed in, I went into a ward, and then I went into operation. Going into that operating theatre was the scariest thing. I've never ever had any operations apart from having Elsie. I've never really had a stay in hospital. I've been very, very lucky and very healthy. So it was very, very scary. To be on my own, I just felt like this small, very small. I just remember feeling so small. And the theatre room was tiny, to be fair. It literally only fitted the bed in that they wheeled me in. And as you get there, they kind of like give you the anaesthetic and you kind of just go to sleep, sort of thing like this. And I remember that, and I remember just looking, and I had tears coming down my face. Yeah, so I had tears come down my face, and it was terrifying. But then they operated, they got up and they said, yep, it had ruptured. They showed me a picture of it. It was like a little tiny raisin. It would look like a raisin. It was like this tiny little thing. And they said, yeah, we got most of it out. It wasn't on a fallopian tube, it wasn't in the ovary. It was actually by my urethra. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like near your bladder. And she's never seen it there before, but it was still attached a little bit to my bladder, so they couldn't remove it all. But she goes, my body wouldn't ingest it, or sort of thing, so she wasn't worried about leaving it there. So that was that. So then I had to, obviously I had keyhole surgery to get it out, so I had to then recover from that. And that was okay. And then after a few months, after like 2 or 3 months, I was recovered. So I went to the doctor and I said, look, me and my husband have been talking, we want to try again. Can we try again? Like, is that okay? Is my body going to be okay? And he basically said that, yeah, there shouldn't be an issue with it. Yeah, there shouldn't be an issue. Your body, your scars are all healed and everything. So yeah, by all means try. So we tried again. I got pregnant. And then I got my letter for my scan, my 12-week scan. Again, because I'd had an ectopic, I had to have a scan at 6 weeks. Because when you've had an ectopic pregnancy, you're 50% more likely to have another one. So I was very, very concerned. So I had a scan at 6 weeks. And the baby was there was a heartbeat, it was all okay, so that was great. And then I got my scan for my 12-week, I got my date for my 12-week scan, and it was on my birthday. So I was very excited, and it was actually the same day that Elsie had her like induction day at like reception, because she started school in the following September. So she had like her induction day, so we were going to go to the scan, then drop her off at school. Went to the scan, and the baby had stopped developing, as they said it, or the fetus had stopped developing at 9 weeks. And she was like, oh, it's a bit smaller than it's meant to be. And I didn't really click. I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm small, so it doesn't really matter. And what she actually meant is that the baby had died. So there was no, the fetus had stopped growing at 9 weeks. I can't really explain what happened after that. I don't really remember. I just remember going home and going to bed. Elsie went to school, bless her. She was only little. And me and Darren just sat there and just sat there. And yeah, we just didn't understand. I didn't understand why. There was no reason as to why that happened. It just happened, and that was that really. And yeah, so I would never have anything like my birthday again. I'd just cancel it and rearrange. But yeah, so that happened on my birthday, so that was fun day. So then on the day after, which was my mum's 50th birthday, because my mum's birthday is the day after mine, I had to have the pregnancy, I had to have an operation to remove the pregnancy, because obviously it was still there. So yeah, I had to have an operation. Again, that was all okay. They were really, really lovely. I went into my own room. I didn't go into a ward. I went into my own private room afterwards, and that was that really. But yeah, it was just hard. And then for a while afterwards, my sister-in-law, or my brother's girlfriend, but at the time was carrying my niece. And I couldn't stand the sight of her. It sounds really horrible, but they know, because obviously they were there, they were present. I couldn't look at anyone pregnant. I was so angry, so angry with the world. So I was in so much pain that I was numb, and I'm not like an angry person at all. But I literally could not stand the sight of anyone pregnant, babies, nothing. I really struggled to like watch anything on telly, 'cause everything had like babies, pregnant women. And that happened for a few months. And then it got to like September, October time. This was like in June that I lost the baby. And I was like, I don't want to try again. I don't want to try. I'm not ready. I can't go through this a third time. Like, I can't. So we both decided that no, we weren't going to try again for a while. And then we went on holiday. I can't remember why we went on holiday. Probably Newquay. It's probably where we normally go, which is in Cornwall. Let me just get some more makeup. So makeup wise today, I'm just going to use the Beauty Bay and Nikki Tutorials palette. I've only used it once, and they've got some nice neutral shades in here. So let's do that. So yeah, and then we decided in a holiday that we wanted to try again and see if we, could have another baby. And we kind of said if anything happens this time, that's it, we're not going to try, we'll just have Elsie and that'll be it. And then yeah, we got pregnant with Cody, and I got pregnant in October, so then he was due in July, but yeah, and then we got a little baby, so very, very happy. Terrified the whole way through my pregnancy up until he was born. I could not relax, obviously. But yes, we were very, very lucky, so lucky, and that we got our rainbow baby and that he came. Right, so let's get on with some eye looks. So I'm going to put, I'm just going to pop a little bit of basic Trut all over my lid, just like as a base colour. But yeah, so that's kind of like my baby loss story. Sorry, I wasn't actually planning on doing this, but it's just all come out. But it's literally like my therapy, doing makeup and talking about it. So I'm sorry if this is not your cup of tea. If this is triggering to you, I'm really sorry as well. I know how tough it can be. Obviously, I'm in a much better place. I mean, I still think about it, especially on the dates of when things happened. I remember all of them. Very strange, I never remember anything. But for me, this sort of thing helps me talking about it. I've written a blog post about it as well, on my blog, which I haven't actually used for a very long time. So maybe I should do that. But yeah, I do. I have written about it before, so it's not something that is new. But to me, I think it helps talking about it. I think it helps, you know, this is how I deal with things. Obviously people deal with things differently, so it may be different for you. And that's okay, it's not a bad thing. We're all human, we all do things in different ways. But yes, that's kind of where I think that's probably why I feel so much better just actually sat here now and talking about it. I think that's been bothering me these last few weeks. Darren always says at this time of the year I always get a bit emotional and a bit down. But yeah, so I think I mentioned it very, very briefly in the winged liner video that I handed in my notice at work, so I'm leaving. I've got 2 weeks left. Then I went into Zone, which is the peachy shade. Then I'm going to go into Mila, or Mila. I'm going to just go in and just put that kind of in my outer V, and then drag it into the middle of my, I hope the lighting's okay. It looks very, very light on the camera, but it's very, very sunny coming in here. So, oh, sugar. So yeah, so I've handed in my notice at work. I've been there for nearly 12 years. So can't believe I've actually done it, to be honest. It's just got to a point where I really don't enjoy it, and I was getting really bad anxiety going to work every day. And when I'm not at work, I'm not anxious. So that kind of tells me that maybe it's time that I should leave, you know. Jobs aren't worth anxiety and stuff. And I found another job, which I start on the 26th. It's completely different to what I'm doing now. I'll be working nights. I'll be working 3 in the morning till 8 in the morning. I'm going to be an online shopper. I won't say for who, because just in case I'm not supposed to. But yes, I'm very excited about it. I do think it will be good for me, for my family, because I don't have to worry about childcare or anything. And it means that during the days I'll be at home, so I can probably film more during term time and stuff. So that's my plan, to work a lot more on my YouTube channel. So hopefully we'll have 3 videos a week, each week, when I start my new job. Once I've got settled, obviously I have to get into some sort of sleeping pattern. I don't know what's going to happen there. It's going to be all a bit different, but I'm pretty excited about it. Just going to go in with that same brush and kind of blend that dark brown in. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really good, and if it's not, then I'll just find another job, you know. I've always worked since the age of 14, so you can't imagine like not working. But I would just like to find a job that I love, which is, you know, this would be amazing. I think I've got a long way to go. before I can even, well, if it ever happens, but hey ho. I know I'm not Miss Positivity, Darren always gets annoyed with me. But it is what it is, but I feel really good about it. I did get the opportunity to go for an interview from a company called Coty, which is like a beauty company. They own like Rimmel, OPI, places like that. But after a lot of debating and thinking about it, I turned it down, just the interview, because it was full-time, and with the kids I can't commit to a full-time job, not at this moment in time anyway. So I did feel a bit gutted about it, but actually now I feel good about it. I think it was the right decision to make. You know, I do still have 2 very small children, especially Cody's only 5. So yeah, I do think it was the best decision for me to make. And I'm excited about this new chapter. So yeah. So that's just a little update on my life right now. So hopefully, I'm just waiting to see if I get any emails from Instagram. But yeah, so the brand's a bit patchy on this one. I've not brought you closer because I'm not really doing any like amazing like eye look or anything. So I'm not going to cut my crease or anything because obviously, to be honest, I can't be bothered. Let's be truthful. So yeah, just kind of wanted to come on here. I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to like go on like a live story about, you know, the worst time of my life, but I suppose you get to know me a little bit better this way, and you know, and hopefully it might help someone if you're going through something like this, through grief. I mean, time does wonders. Time has really helped me come to terms with everything, so I do feel that time does help. And you know, if I can just help one person by saying that and by sharing my story, then, because we all have stories, you know, we've all been through stuff, everyone goes through different things in life, you know, so we all have different stories to tell, and I love hearing people's stories. I really enjoy them, and I think your stories make you who you are. If it wasn't for what's happened to you, you wouldn't be the person you are. So I do really enjoy listening to stories and getting to know people and things. So to me, this is an enjoyable video, so I hope to you it's the same. So but yeah, just kind of I had another video planned for today actually. I was going to do I was going to enter for the NYX doll search competition. But the things that I've ordered some spirit gum, and I've ordered some, I do like how that looks, it's very pretty, simple but pretty. And I'm just going to go take a little brush. This is the Spectrum A12 brush with this shade Miller, and kind of take that underneath. Yes, I was saying, I was going to do my skull look. Oh my god, my doll search look for NYX, but I ordered some spirit gum from Amazon and it hasn't come yet. It's coming today, so hopefully I'll do that either today or tomorrow over the weekend. But yeah, I really want to enter. It has to be in by Monday, so I have to do it at some point over the weekend. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I think that'll be really cool if I can get it done, that is, obviously, because I may not be able to get it done. Just gone with a little bit of All In, which is like an amazing shade. I'm just going to put that a little bit in my inner corner, just to kind of brighten up that area there, and kind of blend it into Underground. And that kind of makes it way more like metallic. And put a little bit more of Underground in the middle section, like so. And then kind of try and blend that out. I'm just doing the score run. All fancy. What else can I say? I'm just gonna do my face now, because my eyes are pretty much done. I'll show you some liner. Do a little bit of liner. Why not? Let's do a little bit of liner. So I'm sorry I have to bring my mirror this close, because well, you've seen how I do my liner, so if you haven't, I'll pop the link here. Little plug there. I really do hope you enjoy this video, because I feel like I'm in such a better mood now just from sitting here chatting to you guys. I know it sounds silly because obviously I'm not talking to you guys, but I am, if that makes sense. I'm sat here on my own. But I know that I can picture like Carly watching it, and Teresa and Elena and all my lovely sausage friends, and you know, my subscribers that have subscribed to my channel and support me. You really have no clue how much it means that you actually have the time and take the time out of your day to sit there and watch me ramble about makeup. It really does mean a lot, and I love you all for it very, very much. So I started this video literally wanting to cry, and I feel so much better. Look how the eye looks really nice. Now for a bit of the face. So I'm not going to contour or anything, I can't be bothered. Kind of theme of this video. I'm going to bronze up. So I'm going to use the Collection Bronze Glow bronzer. I'm just going to pop that like an, this is a multitask brush I think. Oh, a cheap brush from Real Techniques. Oh, I like that. Just to kind of bronze me up. So, how are you guys? What's new with you? Oh, just, yeah. Tell you what I'm ready for. I'm ready for Christmas. Bring on Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is the best time of the year for me. I like Halloween, but I am a Christmas fiend. So today we're going to Haskins, which is like a garden centre. Sorry, my hair is like, I've got so many bumps. I need to dye it, but I need to wash it as well, so ignore me. So yeah, so I need to, sorry, my chat. So yeah, we're going to Haskins today, which is like a garden centre, and they did like the most amazing Christmas stuff. We never really buy anything from there because it's really expensive, but we kind of go there for ideas. I'm gonna try, I've had this idea to do Vlogmas this year, so I'm gonna try and vlog every day or post a video every day throughout December. So I've got a few plans. I'm gonna vlog doing my tree and doing my nativity set. So in Portugal, we do this huge like nativity set. So if I can, I'll pop a picture of my one from last year in here if I remember. And my mum does like a huge, and I mean a huge, it's like the size of like half of her lounge. It's like a really big thing there. It reminds us of being at home. When we first moved here, my mum really struggled with like being away from her family and being, you know, not having all those like people at Christmas, that she'd begun this like family thing that we do this massive nativity every year. If I can, I'll pop a picture of hers as well. But I might vlog like that as well, and just kind of just be a bit more like active on here, because I think the only way I'm going to succeed is if I don't give up, which to be honest yesterday I did contemplate. I was just like, what's the point if you're going to work so hard? You're going to get, you know, over 2,000 followers, which I know is not a huge number, but to me that is, I'd never thought I'd get to 1,000, let alone 2,000. For them to just say, sorry, your account's deactivated. I mean, for blush I'm using the Cargo Laguna blush. It's a lovely, lovely like peach colour. I really, really like it. Kind of gives me, no, I just like it. It's very, very pigmented. A little bit of my noodles. But yes, I like how that looks. It's very glowy. Lips. What should we do for lips? I'm going to go in with the Collection Nude, which is, I don't know what colour it is because it's actually like rubbed off. But it's like a nudie, peachy kind of shade. I've overdrawn them a little tiny bit too much. And then my current favourite, which is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Seductress. I love this shade. So, I mean, these smell so good. Okay, so that's that done. Let them dry. I've got a new mascara to try out, which I got as a sample from NARS. So I've not used it before, so I thought I'd try it on today. Just because I forgot highlight. Do that in a second. Let's do one layer of mascara. Let's highlight. I've got the Soph X Revolution palette. And I'm just going to take probably these two, a mixture of these two here. I love this highlighter, it's so nice. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. With a little tiny fan brush, I'm just going to go back with my highlighter and highlight my brow bone. I like brow bone highlight. Okay, so this is the final face done. I'm just going to pop a little bit of spray. I'm going to use a little bit of the Morphe. This is a matting spray. I don't really want a matting spray, but the glowing one I've got is not working properly. It's a bit weird, but it's, yeah, it's gone a bit cloggy. I think I haven't used it for a little while, maybe. It's gone a bit cloggy. It's not really coming out. Okay, I mean my top is covered. Soaked through. Anyway, this is my face done. Okay, so this is the face done. So I'll give you a little close up. So the eyes, very simple, neutral. This is how it looks. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry it was a bit of a depressing video to watch, but thank you for watching because it has really helped me get my bad mood out, and I feel so much better. Makeup always does this to me. It makes me, so I might call this video like makeup therapy, because this is what it is for me sometimes when I'm feeling a bit low and a bit down. I like to do this. It makes me feel better. I just sit here talking to you guys and I feel better. So thank you so much. You really don't know, you know, how good it feels to be sat here now after starting this video in tears pretty much, and now going away with a smile. So this is what you do. So thank you so much. Anyway, I keep saying thank you and keep blabbering on as usual. So I'm gonna go. I might film now my eyeliner collection video. I think I might do that. I might have a little break though, because it is like 12:30 and I've not eaten. I've had something for breakfast, but I might have something quick to eat now and then come back and do the eyeliner collection. So anyway, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. It really helps me out. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then I'm sorry. Yeah, so thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you, bye-bye.